Hi, I'm Peter Vigliano. I'm a consultant here at Quest Software, and I thank you for joining me for this quick video where we'll discuss the integration of Quest Change Auditor and Quest Security Guardian. There's lots of good videos out there that will take you through what both of these products do in great depth. Today, I'm going to focus on one particular capability that we call protection templates. The big idea is that the event data that the Change Auditor agents generate, along with the stateful information that the Security Guardian collector collates, is shipped securely to the Quest On-Demand platform where further processing is done. And it's through the stateful information regarding security, settings, and configurations, as well as the extra context from the events that are unfolding, allows us to take decisive action, such as using protection templates to apply additional layers of security on the objects that are most critical to our environment. Today, we're going to take a look at GPOs, but keep in mind that user, group, and system accounts, as well as the Active Directory database, are also available for protection by Change Auditor. As we transition now to the Quest On-Demand platform, inside of the Security Blade and on the dashboard, we'll find that we're met with a lot of great information that gives us, with a single glance, an idea of our security posture and any and all critical findings that deserve our attention immediately. We'll see the health of our two collectors and our ability then to take action as well. Let's transition away from the dashboard into the findings so that we get a sense of the types of information that we would be presented when looking through the lens of group policy. We'll see that there are a couple of different kinds of findings, those which are referenced to techniques and tactics as defined in the MITRE ATT&CK framework, and those which are pertaining to hygiene or the state of being. This is this more stateful information regarding the settings and the configurations that could necessarily provide a toehold or a wide open door for an adversary. In addition, we'll show you any and all tier 0 objects that are being identified, added into the calculations. If we look at one of these findings in more depth, we'll understand here, in this case, tier 0 group policy object changes. Without the added context of the Change Auditor event data, it may be difficult for us to determine whether or not any of the objects that have made their way onto the offenders list were being affected by unsanctioned changes or not. It's important for us to get our heads around that, so we always have the ability to dive in and review any related activities associated with this finding. It'll also give us information about how to take prescriptive action to correct these findings. In our case, we understand that group policies are necessary and powerful. And if you don't have a dedicated policy governance engine, the combination of Security Guardian and Change Auditor can provide protection and security well above that which is available natively. So as we look at our group policies that are available in our environment, we'll find that we have 3, all of which have been certified, meaning that a human being has validated that these objects deserve to be in this list, being protected, having their settings and the change requests all audited to ensure that configuration drift does not affect us. The method for applying protection and certifying these objects is quite simple. There are buttons take you through a brief wizard to establish the connection, make these changes. Let's focus our attention on premises so that we get a sense of what protection looks like. Let's note here, logging in is the built-in administrator for the Stellar domain. This account is highly privileged. We'll note it has domain admins, enterprise admins, group policy, creator owners. In essence, this account should be able to do pretty much anything that it likes. However, when I pull up Group Policy Management Console and attempt to make a change to one of these policies, in this case, that are under protection, any old setting will do. Identified, this policy defines a power plan that I want to remove. Again, I'm a highly privileged account. I have native permissions that should allow me to make this change. However, I find that my access is denied and my only option is to back out from this change attempt. That was brought to us by way of the Change Auditor Protection template systematically applied by the Quest Security Guardian service. We find here within the settings of this protection template the policies that are in scope, what we are protecting, in this case, policies against. It could be categorical, which is the case here, removing, changing this policy, or it can be more prescriptive, perhaps denying only the ability to link a policy. We'll note as well, if we dig in to the details of this template, you see the policies that are included. We find, in this case, the one default system account that's permitted to access the policies that are under this protection. It's very easy for me to supplant this account with perhaps a break glass account from my environment, remove the system account, as well as to designate an account or accounts that can modify this template or control the settings of this template. That's all that's necessary. In my case, we'll note that I have the same account, which is not necessarily best practices, but for the purposes of demonstration, simply wanted to show the fact that a single account that's either otherwise sanctioned to or has been hijacked by an adversary will have an additional impediment to taking the actions that they want or need to do to conduct a successful campaign against the environment. I hope you enjoyed the short video. We'd like to discuss this and other topics in more depth at a later time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.